China went for a fleet of Volvos to move its top people around Europe. Pretty apt. This car maker is now Chinese-owned. But President Xi Jinping preferred a German-made Mercedes. Maybe it's a sign of how fond he is of EU produce, or at least EU trade. He certainly made that clear in his speech indoors.
I want to work with my European partners and friends to build a bridge of friendship and cooperation between Asia and Europe.
This speech ends Xi's visit to Europe, and he has had China's checkbook out over the last week. The likes of Peugeot and Airbus are going to feel the benefits of that. He went to France, to Germany, but bowed out of this visit in Belgium.
Here in Bruges, to be exact. Question is, what has this small, sleepy Belgian city got to offer a rapidly developing, growing, expanding world power? The answer is that they have a bit of a mutual respect for each other. Right now, Bruges is doing everything it can to attract as many Chinese students so it can teach them all about how the EU works. And likewise, it would appear, China has a bit of a soft spot for this place.
You could see that outside the hall where Xi was giving his speech. Free Tibet protests have followed him all around Europe. But these were pro-China and pro-EU, exactly what Beijing, Belgium and many others would prefer the world to see, at least on this day. In fact, the photo ops have been good to Xi. Chinese pandas bringing the cute factor and crucial talks the commerce factor. Europe's trade with China is worth $1.4 billion every day. 100 million Chinese people are expected to be flying in and out of the EU every year by 2020. For the younger generation, learning about that relationship is essential.
Right now, the EU and China, they're becoming ever more and more intertwined, economically and politically. And for the new generation, we need to be aware of these ties and to build upon them.
Xi's visit is the first time a Chinese president has been to the EU since relations were established 4 decades ago. If life really does begin at 40, from now on there are likely to be many more happy returns. Lavelle, Al Jazeera in Bruges.